Wavy. Hello, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to another summer daily news show, people. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying what sometimes is sunny, sometimes a bit rainy in the UK, or wherever you're watching from in the world. Enough love, enough blessings to you, your friends, and your family. Right, people. I'm going to start with something I didn't even prepare for. Like, it's not even in the title yet. Like, I'll make sure I get that sorted. Fabinho, I got a shout out to someone called Lakers, who you probably see in the chat now and again. This guy literally is brilliant. Like, we talk on a daily basis, like, but on a football standpoint, he's brilliant in terms of news. Literally, as I pressed to go live, he sent me this, basically saying that there is some strong links from Fabinho to Steven Gerrard's new. Is it? I don't even know if it's Steven Gerrard's new club. Without sounding like condescending or anything, a lot of the Saudi Arabia teams, their names are very similar. So it's not actually the same team, but another team. So they're pushing quite hard for Fabinho. Again, we'll see how that develops. I wouldn't be against him going. Everyone kind of knows my stance on it, but if he is going to go, we've really got to do some business in that area, and it's got to be someone who's ready-made, as in right now. I don't think there's any two ways about it. So look, we'll probably chop that up in more detail with myself and Matt and Drift one day in the near future. So look out for that. Shout out to Lakers, though. You are an absolute legend. Pick up yourself, bro. Right, let's get into the stuff that is on topic, and we'll start with this man, Lavia. So apparently, Liverpool are not too keen with the price tag, which is around £50 million. But also, it's come out that we won't be putting in a bid until we sell some players. Now, people, as soon as many saw this, the first thing they would have gone is FSG, as per usual, sell to buy. And look, I get it because they have a history of this. But it kind of makes sense this time. And I know you guys are going to hit me with this in the comments. We've got bare midfielders at the moment. If we don't sell any or let any leave the club on loan, we have a lot of midfielders. Like, I'm all for strength and depth and all that, but there's got to be a tipping point where it's like, oh, there's too many now. Where are these lot even going to get games? If we go and get Lavia without releasing anyone, you've got 4 players who can play in 6. You've got 3 players who can play. Well, no, so you've got like another 5, 6 players who can play in the 8. That's a lot of minutes to share around. Now, I know we're going to be starting the season in 4 competitions, but no guarantee how long you're going to stay in these competitions. Plus, keeping all these guys happy, plus wage bill and all that. Look, I kind of get it with this one. Like, would I like to see a midfielder come in and not have anyone leave? Yeah, that's the perfect scenario because you're covering all bases. But every team loses players. Like, this is football. Like, Man City have just lost Gundogan. Like, they missed out on Rice. If I'm led to believe the rumours, then Arsenal are going to be moving on Partey and Xhaka, hence why they've got in Rice and maybe and Havertz. You can't just keep stockpiling. As much as we'd love to, we can't. Like, this isn't a football game. Like, we're dealing with human beings here. So I'd be very shocked if Lavia comes in and no one moves on. Now, it seems like Thiago's staying. Henderson seems to be staying. I've just mentioned what I've mentioned about Fabinho. Shout out to Lakers again. Something's got to give here. Do I think £50 million is a lot? Yeah, but I also think £100 million for Declan Rice is a lot. The market isn't fair. The market isn't realistic, but you've got to pay what you've got to pay to get certain players. Is Colwell worth 50, 60 million, which is what Chelsea will probably ask for? No. But this is the market we're dealing with. If we're going to get certain players, you're going to have to pay over market value. It just is what it is at the moment. It's not a fair market. It's a seller's market at the moment. We've had buyer's markets. I think last summer was more of a buyer's market, if anything. This year seems to be the seller's market. So we'll see what happens with the Lavia situation. Me personally, for 50 mil, you can go and get an Amrabat and a Kone for 50 mil, roughly. And I think that sorts you out better than just buying Lavia. But that's just my opinion. Let's move on to the next topic. And that is this man. Kyle Gordon is back in full training for Liverpool Football Club. Now, you're probably seeing this and being like, this isn't really news. Like, he's been out for over a year. I personally think this is big news. I really do think this is big news. Klopp thinks really highly of this player. And what are we missing and lacking at the moment? I know we've just bought Szoboszlai, but what are we really lacking? Like an understudy for Salah, a real understudy for Salah. I think Klopp potentially sees Kyle Gordon as that long-term understudy for Salah. And look, we can sit here and go, he ain't the guy, he ain't gonna be this, he ain't gonna do that. From what I've seen of Kyle Gordon so far, he looks pretty good. Now, would I buy someone like a Moussa Diaby to bridge that gap? Absolutely. But we don't seem to really do that. It's either coming to the end of a career and then bringing in someone new, or we don't really do that bridging of a gap thing. I personally would like to see Kyle Gordon stick with the under-23s maybe until January and then go on loan, because being out for a year is a bloody long time. But at the same time, you guys all say it, Europa League is an easy sell. Europa League, we should be playing and battering teams in there. Maybe Kyle Gordon gets some of the group games, which would ease some of the pressure on Salah, but also means Dominic Szoboszlai doesn't have to play right wing as well. I'm very interested to see how his development goes. I think he's a player that's really rated by the club. He's a good player for his age as well. We saw him some cameo performances and some starts where I think he scored against Cardiff, which was a really good goal. Should have scored against Arsenal, but didn't look really out of place in the game. I'm interested to see how this one develops. And then also back to the midfield. These two men, Henderson and Thiago, apparently will be staying at the club. According to a few journalists, such as James Pearce, the interest is there for both players, but neither player wants to leave, and Klopp doesn't want to lose either player. And I see Klopp really digging his heels in here and saying, no, we need them to stay, especially with the likes of Milner, Ox and Naby leaving. I know we brought in McAllister and Szoboszlai, but to lose all your midfielders in one summer would be pretty mad. And having to replace them all in one summer would be even crazier. So I'm interested to see how this all pans out. I would love to sit here and say we're going to sign another midfielder for certain. I don't know, though. I don't know. Do I think we need a 6? Absolutely. Or do I think we need someone who could be playing in the 6? Yes. Hence why Kone would be my first choice. Look, I'm even going to go on a wild one here. Tchouaméni. If Real Madrid are actively looking to move Tchouaméni on, I mean, I'd do it. Even if you can get Tchouaméni on loan. Like, let's be real, we're not going to play Real Madrid next season. If we can get Tchouaméni on loan, that for me would be fantastic. A loan with an option to buy, oh, sign me up. That'd be phenomenal business, in my opinion, if Real Madrid are looking to let him go. But we wouldn't be the only people in for him. Arsenal would definitely be in for him, in my opinion. It wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea go in. It wouldn't surprise me if United, especially if he's available on loan. But we know how much Klopp admires the player because it was him or no one last season. So we'll see how that goes. In terms of defence, nothing new. Still linked with Colwell and Inacio. And nothing with right back, which I think we really need to sort out. Between you and me, guys, right back's a priority position as well. But look, we'll see where the chips fall. We'll see how everything lands. But we'll see, people. We will see. As always, please do smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until we see you next time, people. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.